A series of severe thunderstorms bringing extreme rainfall exceeding 3 inches per hour has triggered massive flash floods that have paralyzed parts of West Virginia. Areas south and east of Charleston, particularly Kanawha County, became epicenters of the disaster, prompting local emergency authorities to issue a high-level alert.
Rescue is on the way.
Small waterways such as Cabin Creek and Paint Creek burst their banks within minutes, trapping hundreds of residents in their homes before they could salvage their belongings. Eyewitnesses reported the water rising rapidly, reaching the roofs of vehicles and the ground floors of homes.
This is our hauler. We can't get out.
In the communities of Eskdale, Miami, and Rhonda, the situation was reported as critical due to the severance of communication and transportation links. Roadways along Washington Street West and Big Tyler Road in Cross Lanes were submerged in murky water carrying mud and large logs washed down from the hills. This forced swift water rescue teams to work strenuously against strong currents to evacuate residents. The disaster struck not only residential areas, but also crippled public facilities and vital utility networks. More than 20,000 customers lost power after utility poles collapsed under the impact of landslides and falling trees. Infrastructure damage also affected the iconic New River Gorge National Park and Preserve. Massive debris slides completely blocked access to the Brooklyn area and the Cunard campground. In a neighboring area, roads at Fayette Station collapsed and suffered severe damage from the surging river currents, forcing park management to close the national park to the public for safety reasons. This mid-August flash flood was particularly devastating as it struck a region that had not yet fully recovered from a similar disaster. In the city of West and Lewis County, floodwater submerged the main business district, including major retail outlets like Walmart and hotel complexes, to depths exceeding 1 meter. Dozens of vehicles belonging to residents and tourists were completely submerged in parking lots. Meanwhile, in the Buckingham area of Upshur County, Weather authorities recorded river flow levels at the Sand Run gauging station that broke the previous record set in 1985. Bridges connecting villages were reportedly swept away by the current, cutting off hundreds of households from key supply routes.
Look at that dog. Where's a pig?
In response to the escalating crisis, Governor Patrick Morrisey immediately ordered the full deployment of West Virginia National Guard personnel to the hardest-hit areas. Rescue helicopters were dispatched to scour isolated locations, delivering food aid and evacuating victims requiring urgent medical attention.
Deep down there?
Not where he's at, no. You can get across the bridge.
You can get the ridge without water.
Beyond physical evacuations, a major challenge facing field personnel was widespread road closures caused by landslides. The eastbound lanes of Route 61 were reportedly completely blocked by rock and mud debris from adjacent cliffs. The West Virginia Department of Transportation continues to urge motorists to monitor the WV511 system and strictly prohibits anyone from driving past barricades on flooded roads. The National Weather Service in Charleston has issued a warning that the threat has not yet fully passed. The risk of further flooding remains high until a cold front completely moves through the area and stabilizes the atmosphere.
Hold on.
The American Red Cross, together with local humanitarian organizations, is now opening evacuation shelters in schools and community buildings located safely above flood levels. Assessments of total material losses and casualties are being conducted periodically as floodwaters recede in certain areas.
It's the main road. Current's pretty strong. Do not drive through this. I recommend do not driving.